let's get into the folder. Another thing I wanted to tell you about this folder is that I love my Google folder. I love my Google Drive folders. Okay. My Google Drive file folders are always like super organized, right? I don't have like one folder with 1,000 files in it and the files are labeled like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever. Like we try to keep our folders, named properly, our files named properly. We try to really keep everything super organized. Why? Because number one, I have to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to purchase this property. So when I'm putting every piece of information into this folder, I want to have it easy access, easily labeled, so I know what I'm looking at. Number two, what I feel is the most important things that I need to know about whether or not this property is a good property to buy is exactly what your lender is going to want to know, right? And what I do is essentially pitch these deals to my lenders, and then I share the folder with my lender. Right, I share this folder. So the people that have expressed interest in partnering with me or lending me the money on this deal, those are the ones that are shared with this folder. Okay. And then finally, if I decided to wholesale this deal, like if I decided this deal is not for me, like for instance, that economy self-storage, I wouldn't buy that one because it's a little too small for me. And I would probably put that one under contract and then I would wholesale that facility, right? And guess what? Wholesaling to another buyer, right? To find a buyer for that property, that buyer needs exactly the same information that I have in this folder, right? So essentially this folder is a very important folder to have, and you want to be as organized as you possibly can so that when whatever you decide to do, whatever your exit strategy is for your property, you can just share the folder with that person and then they can look and decide. And I got into a habit very, very early on in my investing days to just be as organized as I possibly can in my Google Drive, because otherwise it just gets to be like way too many documents and they all just scattered everywhere and it's just a bunch of like craziness, right? So I just wanted to point that out. Be as organized as you can.